Hey everyone, this is Anam. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be discussing the summary of lesson number 8 from the book Moments of Class 9. A house is not a home. The story is based on the theme of adjustment issues encountered by teenagers. Sometimes teenagers tend to focus on the things which they do not have, things which are missing in their lives, things which are not perfect. This happens with Zen also, who is the writer of the story. But soon he realizes that life is beautiful and we should have a sense of gratitude. Instead of complaining about the things which are not perfect, one should always see the bright side. So, yeah, this is the this is the theme of the story. Let's begin. Zen was a teenager. He lived with his mother. They also had a cat. His father was already dead. He had just moved to a new high school and he was facing many adjustment issues. He badly missed his old school friends and teachers. So, after completing his junior school, he had just moved to a new high school and he couldn't adjust with the new environment and with the new people. He would often discuss about these issues with his old teachers and they would always encourage him to get involved in school activities so that he could meet new people. So he was already facing all these adjustment issues. To add to his misery, to make the situation worse, one Sunday afternoon, his house caught fire. It was a normal Sunday afternoon. He was sitting at home at the dining table doing his homework. It was a cold and windy day, so they had a fire going on in their fireplace. As usual, his cat was also there lying on his papers. So he was very attached to his cat, he was very fond of her. His mother was stoking the fire to keep the house warm and nice. Stoking means with a stick when one keeps, stoking it so that fire goes on for a long time. So everyone was busy in their work. Suddenly, he smelled something strange. He then noticed smoke coming in through the seams of the ceiling. Soon, the smoke began to fill the room so quickly that they could barely see. The room was filled with smoke and they couldn't see anything. Somehow, they searched their way out and managed to escape. The fire was spreading quickly. Zen ran to the neighbors to call the fire department. When he came back, he watched his mother running back into the burning house. She brought a metal box. After some time, she came back from the house and she brought a metal box which had important papers and documents in it. So she managed to save some important documents because she knew that they would face a lot of problems without these papers and documents. She then ran into the burning house again to save his dead father's pictures and letters. Like I said, his father was already dead. So his mother, she put her life on risk to save his dead father's pictures and letters, right? She couldn't bear the loss again. She couldn't risk losing his memories. When Zen watched this, he was about to run after her because, like I said, he had already lost his father. Now he couldn't risk losing his mother. So he was about to run after her, but he was held back by the firemen. So by that time, the fire brigade had come and they held him back. Some firemen went inside the burning house and they managed to save his mother also. They made them comfortable, they covered them in blankets, they gave them water, medicines, etc. He watched his house burn down to ashes in front of his eyes. His house was burning down to ashes. Nothing was left. It was almost completely burned down. So it all happened so quickly that he didn't get any time to think of his cat. And then suddenly he realized his cat wasn't with them. He wanted to go inside to save his cat. Like I said, he was very attached to it. So he wanted to go, but obviously the firemen didn't let him. They said it was too late. Now they couldn't risk going inside the burning house. He was shattered, right? He has lost his house, he had lost his cat. So he was shattered, he was emotionally broken, and already he was facing so many adjustment issues, right? So he felt that there was nothing left for him. They had to spend the night at their grandparents' house. They didn't have anything with them. So the fire brigade, they dropped them to their sorry, they didn't they went to their grandparents' house to spend the night, and they didn't have any stuff. They didn't have any clothes, right? Because everything was burned down in the house. Zen, in fact, he did not even have shoes. When he ran from the burning house, he was not wearing shoes, so he didn't have any. Next day, his mother sent him to school. Although Zen wasn't willing to go because, like I said, he was disturbed, he didn't want to go to school. But his mother said that if he would stay back, if he would remain at home, then he would keep thinking about the accident and he would be more depressed. So she forced him to go to school and then he had to go. Next day in the school, he was still wearing the same clothes. So he was wearing the same clothes which he had worn yesterday when he went to the church. And like I said, they had to come without any stuff, so he didn't have anything else but to wear so he wore the same clothes. And since he didn't have shoes, he had to borrow his aunt's shoes. He had no books, no homework, his backpack was gone. He had nothing. He was so embarrassed. He felt embarrassed. He was feeling so bad about himself. He thought that his schoolmates would laugh at his appearance, they would make fun of him. He was being judgmental, right? He thought these people, they don't know me, so they are going to make fun of me. He thought he looked like a zombie. Everything had been ripped away from him. So, within a matter of a day, he had lost everything. He had already lost his father. Now he lost his home. He lost his cat. They were dealing with, so many problems. They had so many issues. They were left without any cash. His mother even couldn't withdraw money from the bank as his mother had no cards or identification proofs. Although she managed to save some important documents, but she couldn't save all of them, so they didn't have any cash. So they had to borrow some money from his grandparents. Next week, when he was passing by, he stopped by his old house, I mean, his house which got burned down. The debris was getting cleared up. At this place where once his house stood, there was only debris. Debris means broken pieces of stone, bricks, furniture, etc. So his house was gone. He felt so bad, but he couldn't do anything about it. He felt helpless. After that, Zen would often go there in the hope of finding his cat. So, somewhere in his heart, he still had the hope of finding his cat, but he couldn't find it. It was a great loss for him. Next week, when he went to his school, something strange happened. People around him were acting strange. When he was getting ready for the gym class at his locker, they were moving around him and asking him to hurry up. They were just trying to push him into the gym. And when he entered, he realized why. He was surprised to see a big table set up with all kinds of stuff on it, just for him. Books, notebooks, school supplies, all kind of different clothes, jeans, tops, sweatshirts, etc. It was like Christmas. He was overwhelmed, right? He couldn't believe his eyes. He was touched by this sweet gesture. The people, he was judging for so long that they would laugh at him, they would make fun of him, and this and that. These people, they were so nice to him, right? They had arranged everything for him because when they got to know that what had happened with him, so they decided to help him. The people who had never spoken to him before were coming to him and introducing themselves. He got many invitations to their houses. That day, he made new friends. A month later, he was at the same site. He was at his home watching them rebuild it. He was with his two friends, his new friends, which he had made in new school. While he sat there planning his new bedroom, he was discussing his plans about his new bedroom with his friends. He heard someone walk up to him from behind and say, "Does this belong to you?" And when he turned back, he was so happy. He was so happy because the woman was standing there holding his cat. He took the cat in his arms and cried into its beautiful orange fur. He wasn't able to control his emotions. He started crying, and the cat purred happily. Obviously, she was also happy to come back to Zen. So, and then he realized what must have happened. So, obviously, the cat had been so freaked out by the fire that she ran over a mile away. Her caller had their phone number on it, but phone was also destroyed and disconnected in the fire. So this wonderful woman took the cat in, she looked after her, and she constantly tried to get in touch with the cat's real owners, right? And finally she was successful. She was able to find Zen. Zen was so happy, he felt gratitude, right? Earlier, she used to curse his life that, okay, this is not perfect, that is not perfect. Now, he felt gratitude. He was thankful for his life, for his friend, for his cat, for everything that he had. So, we get a message that we should not be judgmental, right? Everything gets better with time. So, yeah, that's all about it. I hope you have understood the lesson. If you liked my video, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you.